Coxy Coxy Colomenelia. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of Earth, welcome, welcome, welcome to RANDON'S World with me, Razor Randon. So glad you could make it today. We're just sitting here and I've been working on the builds, and I wanted to show you what we've got done so far. So let's take a look. Over here we have partially done front of the facade. A couple things I don't like though, and I still have to add more texture in. But first of all, these are supposed to be gargoyles, at least in the building that I'm kind of basing this off of. I don't like that. At very least, I'm going to try to move them up and see if that looks better. And there should be some on either side as well. This is supposed to be a clock tower, but I've made it quite small, so I can't really fit a clock here. Or maybe I can. The other thing I'm not happy about is these roofs. These are okay, and I'll have to add some detail so they're not just all samey, but these ones here I'm not happy about. They're too flat. So I've been working on some designs in a creative world. I'm going to take you there right now. So let's go. All right, here we are in my creative world. And this is the roof minus these blocks. I was just looking for texture. Let me get rid of those. That is currently up there. And you can see how flat it is. Oops. Oops. Come on. And yeah, it just doesn't have the slope it needs. And because it's only 5 by 5, it's kind of difficult to do that without making it. If I go up from here, it looks too kind of like blocky. I don't know. So anyways, this is what I've come up with. I think it looks pretty good, and I'll just have to see when I put it up top how it looks. Is this really a creative world? Oh, not really. I'm just here on the side. This is something that I was working on for the wheat farm, and I think I've got it working. It's so close. I need one more thing, one more intangible that is going to see if this thing actually works. It's a big one. It's a villager. I'll have to get him up there. But let me take you up there in a second. First, I'm going to change one of the roofs on those towers and see how it looks, and I'll bring you back then. All right. Back in a sec. All right. I switched out with the one roof, and let's take a peek. I've stepped back so that we can get a better look. And I think I'm pretty happy with it. Let me know what you think in the comments if you like the improvement. So here it is. Let's see. There we go. I think that's much better in terms of the peak, the pitch of the roof. I've moved these gargoyle things up one. Still haven't decided if I'll keep those or not, but I'm going to leave them for now and see if they grow on me. And I will add the ones to the back as well. All right, let me change this one out, and then we'll get a better look. Let me see, do I have enough materials? I think I do. Let me go up and change it right now with you. And I'd made some scaffolding because I was getting sick of dirt pillaring, and to be honest, I need the dirt for making mud, because this is turning into a bit of a grindy build, trying to make all these packed mud blocks. So let's get up here. Now, you see, you can't really keep going up in Java Edition if you've gone too high. There are a couple tricks you can do. You can shift, you'd be going down, but if you shift and spacebar at the same time, then you can make the scaffold go up. Okay, so we need to take that block out. Put in one of those. We need to put a stair on top. We need to get rid of this one and put in a stair. Same thing over here. Get rid of that. Put in that. this and put that in. Now, I'm not sure how everybody feels about watching me build something like this, if it's interesting to you or not. You know, I try not to put too much of it in because it is kind of repetitive and not that exciting, so I don't know how everybody feels about it, but yeah, it's part of the game. I know some people are looking to learn how to do certain things, so you know, you might not be able to visualize it if I just show that it's done. So I thought I would bring you in and let you see some of it. Okay, so I have extras here, here. Okay, now I need to put walls on top of these. Let's get some walls. Go like this, this, and this. And we need blocks in the middle. We have some friends down below wandering around. We'll just let them wander. I don't really want to deal with them. Okay, and then on top of here, we're going to do stairs again. Okay, so let's see. Stair, 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 and stair. And then we need a block on top. And a wall on top. Oops, not a torch. Wall on top. Then I'm using these dark oak fences. From a distance, you won't see the difference in color, or it'll be so slight that you won't really notice. Let's get there. Okay, so that is that. Let's get down and see how it looks. Maybe I should just leave the scaffolding up while it's under construction. Okay, let's go back a little bit. Looks like they've fallen in the hole, so they shouldn't bother us. And let's take a peek here. Yeah, I think that's much better. One thing that's missing is a clock. I think I might have said that already, but I'm going to see if I can come up with something. So let me see if I can do that. All right, be right back. All right, perfect. I've added the clock, so now we know what time it is. Yeah, what do you think? I think it looks great. All right, let's see. It is... Oh yeah, it's about that time. Okay, let's go do something else. Back in a bit. All right, back here in the creative world, and I'm going to show you this thing here beside me, this redstone doohickey. And just to make sure I clarify, by no means am I a redstone expert. I'm just trying to mess around and see what I can come up with. But this is basically the same double pulse extender, or whatever you would call it, that I did. Yeah, instead of a double, I made it a triple. So the idea here is that wheat needs 3 bone meal to grow. So, I don't even know if there's bone meal in here. There is. Okay, so if I can send a pulse to this thing, then the wheat should grow. Let's see. Okay, fully grown. And, yeah, so I've put this device up here. And let me bring you up there. This is all the same, the mud factory. This will be a building of some time. I'm going to take this out if this wheat thing works. And I have like a little fire escape thing there. Now, I'm going to have to try to clean up some of the redstone. It does work, but it is complicated, and trying to get around everything is kind of difficult. So, here's the idea. I have a little room up here. Let me put some wheat down. And these all have bone meal in them, so they will fire 3 times. And I think there should be a redstone there. I'll have to get one. And grow the wheat. And yeah, then I don't have to do that. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Razor, you just planted the seeds. What are you talking about? This is no good. You might as well just have a field and do it that way. And you know what? You're right. Except I'm not going to be the one planting. I'm going to bring a villager up here, and hopefully he's going to plant. Now, the thing about villagers, I don't really want him to harvest the wheat, because then he changes it into bread, which I don't want bread. I want the wheat. So how can I do that? Now, wheat takes a decent amount of time to grow, I think longer than a day. So the idea is I'll have a villager living here, working here. He will plant the seeds in the morning, and then when it's time to go to sleep, he always goes to sleep a little bit earlier than we do. So he'll come over here and try to lay down and go to sleep. And it's at that time that this will start to work. So let me show you up top. And again, I have to close all this off and try to figure out if I change it a little bit. I have daytime sensors, except they're switched to nighttime. And again, pulses that will, first off, this one here will send the pulse so that it grows the wheat. Right here, it'll send a signal to all the 3 signals to all the dispensers, and they'll fire out bone meal. And the other one on top will send a double signal slightly after this one, and that is going to just do a double pulse that will release water, and the water is here, and then retract it. And when the water releases, it'll wash away the wheat, and it will wash all the wheat and seeds over to here. And under these mud blocks, I have hoppers. Now, I'm going to do something with this one. The original plan is just to have this, and that then I have an item filter underneath right here, standard item filter, that will only accept wheat, and the seeds will sit right here. So when the villager gets up in the morning, that whole process will be done. The seeds will be sitting there waiting for him. He'll walk over here, pick up the seeds, and be able to keep planting. Well, that's the plan. Next thing is the villager. So it all depends on him if this is going to work or not, and we all know how reliable villagers are. So let's see how this goes. First, I'm going to have to make sure there's no little places for him to get stuck. And before I do that, I'm also going to show you a little bit of the underneath. Okay, so what I did here is when I designed these buildings, I have the floor level is here, but the floor below ceiling is there's a little bit of a gap. So I'm going to do that in all of these, I think, or many of them. And so what that does is it gives me a little crawl space in between where I can stick stuff like this. So this was a little tricky to get in here. Well, this is the item filter, but the signal from the daytime sensor is here, goes along, goes into that triple pulse over here, and then goes along up here to the dispensers. I had to mess with the timings quite a bit to try and get it to work just right, and it seems to be. Once it's almost nighttime, so I'll show you that when that happens. Let's go down here, and here's the item filter. I'm going to enclose this in this building somehow, and I just put in a couple chests. I have been testing it, and the idea is the wheat will come down, go through, and go into here. Now, there's not a ton in there. What I've been doing is emptying it and putting it here so that I can see if I'm getting the full amount. I can't remember if it's 22 I should get every day cycle, which isn't a lot, but I mean, it's a small little compact design. So, yeah, that's the plan. We should be able to see it work when the sun starts to set. And again, it's the villager is the wild card here, like they always are. I don't know if he'll plant the right amount. Like maybe in a day he'll only be able to plant 5. I have no idea. I'm really hoping he can plant this many. It's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 22. Yeah, it's only 22. So hopefully he can do that. Let me get a piece of redstone for that quickly so that we get all of them firing. And yeah, fingers crossed. If this works, that'll be great. I never have to harvest wheat or plant wheat. I'm not sure if somebody's done this before, if there's a fully automatic wheat farm. Normally you have designs that you have to replant, like maybe there's a water stream that floods the wheat after it's grown, and then you have to come and manually replant. So it's really a fingers crossed kind of thing here if this is going to work or not. I'm really, really hoping it does. Like I said, it would be amazing if it does. And, I mean, could probably expand the design. The tricky thing is the water streams, getting it to go where you want, making sure the villager has a place to go, all those things. So let's hope it works. All right, let's see. It's almost night. Where's the sun? Sun's starting to set. I was messing around with a roof here a little bit. I don't really like what I've done so far, but probably have a roof on this build, and then it'll hide the stuff on top is the plan. And again, I'm gonna see if I can compact it down a little bit. Okay, so almost nighttime. When the night sensor goes off, I believe is when the villager will start to go to sleep. There'll be like a little bit of time between that. Oh, so there we go. The bone meal just went 3 pulses. Now we have a little bit of a delay. And again, these things can be refined so that it works a little bit better. I still can't go to sleep, which was one of the issues I had. There's the water. One of the issues I had was that if I went to sleep before this all went off, then it didn't work properly. So, go to sleep. Everything should be clear out of there. For now, the seeds have gone down. Like I said, I have to change this. Let's see if anything's in here. Nothing got, one got stuck. So that's one of the issues I'm having, is that when the water flows, somehow the wheat pops up. Maybe I'll put trapdoors in there. If I put a trapdoor here, well, I can probably only put it, no, I probably can't put it anywhere because it'll affect the water stream. I can't really move this down because then the villager can't get here to plant. I'm hoping he can plant with those trapdoors there. That's the other thing. Okay, so let's go downstairs and look. I collected 1 here. And downstairs we got, I guess it should be 21 if I count it properly. 21. So that's not bad. I mean, if I could average 20 a day, I'd be pretty happy with that. But we'll see. Again, there's some refinements to be made. But hopefully you like that. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to go get a villager, and we'll see how it works. And I have the perfect candidate for this. Someone who came to us magically, floating in the ocean, just born to be a farmer. And yeah, that guy's right there in that little gray box. Okay, so let me get to that. Back in a bit. Okay, I've got the villager in place. I used rails, and yeah, we can see just over here. I had him there. Used a furnace minecart, travel him up and into his spot. And now we're just watching to see if he's doing his job. And it seems to be. He's planting seeds. So yeah, we're just going to hang out here until night, which is almost here. It's almost upon us. And yeah, just keep looking at him and make sure that everything's working properly. So, yeah, still going. The timing of this is very important, that he decides to go to bed when he's supposed to, so that the machine can do its thing. I have no idea if he's planted the whole lot. We'll have to check it out and see. This isn't creepy at all, is it? You know, watching this guy is the perfect segue to a segment I like to call Minecrafters I Like to Watch. With me, Razor Randon. Yeah, today I want to talk a little bit about somebody that you should have heard about, but and I've mentioned him before in the videos, and his name is Etho from Etho's Lab. You should really check out his videos. He's done so much for the community, and I started watching his videos, his newer videos, when I started playing the game, but I've decided recently to go back and watch from the beginning his Let's Play, and I think I'm up to about episode 415, and yeah, you should really go check him out. You can see a really cool history of the game, how it's evolved over time, and I'll leave a link for his videos in the description below. Alright, let's get back to our friend here. Okay. And I'll have to decorate up there for him a little bit. Maybe I'll give him a umbrella, something. That's going to be his forever home, so, you know, we want to make it nice. And I think it'll be good. It'll add some movement into the world. Again, I think I might have to adjust the redstone a little bit so that I can close that wall off completely. I have some space under the floor he's standing on, so it shouldn't be too hard. Okay, he's in bed. There goes the wheat. And the water should come now. Sun is still setting. There goes the water on top, you can see it. Alright, let's see, the seeds stay right there. Okay, time for me to go to bed. Alright, back in a bit. Alright, just woke up. Time to go check on the results. So let's go over there and take a peek. Okay. Fingers crossed this worked. So 21. Okay, so maybe one got hung up. That's not bad. Let's go upstairs and take a peek. I mean, that does mean he'll probably pick up that one wheat. There's the seeds. I'd like him to go in there and grab those seeds. Hey buddy, good job. There, he picked up the seeds. Perfect. Not sure where that one wheat went, so he might have grabbed it, or... Yeah. So far, so good. Alright. Yeah, I think it's going to work. So, that's a fully automatic wheat farm. Hey, what are you doing? And, yeah. This guy's really curious about what's behind the mask. Are you? Are you curious? Alright, off to do something else. See, maybe I'll clean up my creative world over there. Alright, see ya. Alright, well, I think we're just about out of time, but I'd like to thank you again for coming by and checking things out. I hope you've had a good time. Ooh. I know I have. And yeah, I think this wheat farm is going to work. And our friend upstairs is going to harvest all our wheat for us. But once again, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, thanks for liking the videos and commenting, and yeah, we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.